Now, when I'm preparing for recitals or performances, of course, a lot of the practice happens in the practice room at the piano, but I'm a firm believer of practicing that can happen away from the instrument as well. There's a lot of insight that can be found by listening to other genres of music. I love listening to jazz and big band, and I try to draw inspiration from other genres of music and other forms of art as well, because I find that those experiences I can bring back to the piano, and when I go back and reapproach these pieces, I can bring what I've learned or what I've been inspired by other forms of art and enhance my own performance as well. I also think it's really important to enjoy your everyday life experiences. And again, this ties into relating and connecting with audiences, because the more life experience that you can draw from, the wider range of, let's say, vocabulary and tools that you can then pull from when you're exploring a piece that maybe channels these emotions or calls for these characters. And so it's really important to approach life with a very open-minded and a great curiosity, because I think it really adds to your depth of vocabulary that you can then bring when you're having to retell these stories at the piano. Part of the fun for me is to explore the many different ways of how to bring these stories to life at the piano. And I'll share with you a little bit of my thought process too. So like any good storyteller, you have to set up the atmosphere, the environment. And so stage presence is very important. How you begin before you play a single note. How do you set up that environment? Using extreme contrasts of sound, of timing, of dynamics and range is really important to depict different moods, different emotions, different characters if your story has many different characters. Playing around with timing and pacing, right? Every good story has a beginning, middle, and an end, just like any piece, and especially for longer pieces and longer stories. It's really important to think about how do you hold that entire story and plot together while explaining all the little details that go on between each subplot. And so this process is very fun, and I think it's a great challenge to be able to tell a good story without having to speak any words at all, and do it all through the music.